This little guy, a bay-breasted warbler, here's their migration path, has a superpower. As I explained before, they basically see the magnetic fields of Earth as they're navigating. But there are some important caveats that I should introduce and kind of a cool way to wrap up this story. What's up? I'm Eric. Let's talk about science. Okay, this stuff is so cool, obviously, but I have to be a good scientist with this, and I need to tell you two caveats. No one has actually caught a cryptochrome like in action in a bird's eye. This would be extremely hard to do, but the behavioral evidence is very, very strong. And the biophysics is excellent. The link between them is inference. Strong inference, but inference. Number two, there's probably a second magnetic sense that I did not talk about. Experiments that cut the trigeminal nerve in pigeons and robins disrupt their ability to read magnetic intensity. It didn't cut off the map completely, but it cut off the intensity. For a long time, we thought that iron-rich magnetite particles in the upper beak was responsible for this. But then in 2012, Triber and Kays actually showed that this had to do with immune function. So the trigeminal effect is real, and we think something is out there, but we don't really know what that is. So compass in the eye, almost certainly quantum. Other magnetic senses, the jury is out. Okay, here's what I want to leave you with. Evolution is not a designer. It doesn't search for the most elegant solution. It searches for what works. And the reality is that millions and millions and millions and millions of years back in vertebrate evolution, there was a flavoprotein that was probably used for DNA repair or circadian rhythms. It also happened to be sensitive to the quantum spin of radical pair electrons in a magnetic field. And that accident has been refined by hundreds of millions of years of evolution. And it's now what is driving the migration pattern of a teeny, teeny, tiny warbler that's coming to your backyard from the Gulf of Mexico to you. So when you see that little bird, you can be like, I know what you've been up to. Just kidding. But when you see that little bird, I just think that's awesome. That's so cool to see that you are looking at something that made it from Central America to here on teeny tiny wings, because of hundreds of millions of years of evolution following some little genetic drift or accident. The perceptual world of an animal is called the Umwelt. It's the world as the animal experiences it. Ticks' Umwelt is butyric acid and warmth. Ugh. A bat is echolocation. A black caps includes the geometry of the planet's magnetic field, kind of painted across its vision because of tiny proteins in the back of its eye. The next time someone says to you, very casually, that quantum effects have nothing to do with biological scales, you can point up at the sky in April and say, that is not true.